For many years, Christopher Nolan has been trying to bring the iconic British television series The Prisoner to the big screen, but each time the project slips away at the last moment. Despite years of serious development and repeated discussions, the long-awaited adaptation has never officially moved into production. The first attempt to develop the film began back in the mid-2000s, when Nolan was actively working on the concept for the adaptation. Years later, interest in the project resurfaced following the release of Oppenheimer, and Nolan's name was once again linked to the legendary series. However, the director unexpectedly announced that his next film would be The Odyssey, and plans for The Prisoner were once again put on hold. The original series first premiered in 1967 and gradually became recognized as one of the defining classics of British science fiction television. The story follows a former intelligence agent known as Number 6, who finds himself imprisoned in a mysterious place called the Village, where no one has a real name and every resident is identified only by a number. Across 17 episodes, he struggles to understand the rules of this strange world, resists constant psychological pressure, and refuses to answer the central question of why he resigned from the service. An unforgettable part of the series is Rover, the giant white sphere that symbolizes absolute control over every movement. The story fits perfectly with the themes that have fascinated Nolan throughout his career. His films frequently explore personal freedom, the nature of reality, and the struggle between the individual and powerful systems. That is why he brought in screenwriters David and Janet Peoples, best known for Blade Runner and 12 Monkeys, to work on the screenplay. Nolan himself said he was pleased with the direction the project was taking. Nevertheless, in 2009, a television network released its own version of The Prisoner, starring James Caviezel. Following that release, Nolan stepped away from his own adaptation. According to reports, the director concluded that he had not yet found a convincing way to preserve the unique atmosphere of the village in a feature-length film. Afterward, Nolan turned his full attention to Inception, which also explored themes of illusion, consciousness, and the boundaries between reality and fiction. Years later, speculation about his return to The Prisoner surfaced once again, but those plans changed after he announced that The Odyssey would be his next project. Even today, The Prisoner remains one of the most unusual works of British science fiction, blending espionage, psychological suspense, and philosophical dystopian storytelling. That unique combination continues to attract acclaimed filmmakers, and Christopher Nolan's long-standing fascination with the series is further proof of the lasting influence it has maintained for decades.